Hey, this is kind of a spur of the moment video. I haven't rehearsed this at all or anything that I'm about to say. I just sort of clicked record and that's what I'm doing. Sorry, I'm at a park, a very beautiful park. I've been meaning to do Dealing with Death Part 2 for a while now. And I just feel like it's the right time to sort of talk about it. This is the first, I haven't spoken for about a few hours, so this is the first time I've opened my mouth, so this might be a bit incoherent. I guess there's a few things, it's been 7 months since Dad died, and I've been in a very particular situation about everything that's happening with my life, so I guess I need to sort of explain that if I'm going to talk any more about this, because it's been very, I'll just try and get the light better. There you go, the sun is grand. Actually, I'm just going to sit down. That's better. Yeah, so I should probably just take my glasses off too. Okay. Yeah, so basically my dad ran a business. Long story short, a small business. Was in a bit of debt, and I worked for him, so I took over. I took some responsibility in running the business, and that's what I've been doing basically for 7 months. It's not exactly my passion, but I've come to the decision that I'm choosing to do this because it's the best outcome for everybody that I would like as well. So I'm choosing to do it, but it has been very hard because it's not my passion, and dealing with everything as well, and the effort it took to learn lots of new things right when my dad died. That was pretty hard. It has been very testing, to say the least. But there has been a few things I've learnt about dealing with such gigantic death in one's life. Father or father figure, you only get one of them, obviously. So I think one thing that's been helpful is realising that my emotional response doesn't determine how much you love the person. You don't have to be completely debilitated and crying all the time, and that shows you at the level that you cared about the person. Not at all, So that's just embracing that thought has been part of accepting it, because there have been times when I haven't felt like that, obviously. It's devastating, but it is what it is. I guess some of the positives from it, it's made me not want to kid myself anymore about things. I think, if anything, I test things harder now, instead of, sort of blindly accepting something. I'm not exactly sure. I guess that's what I mean. 7 months on, it still feels like it was last month. And I think for me personally, it doesn't feel like it's that distant from me every day, because another thing is, because of work, every single day I had to tell people for months upon months about my dad's death. I still do it every week. I probably get about 3 or 4 phone calls where I have to do it. But there was a point last year where it happened every day for, that many phone calls a day at least. And it just got to the point, that's very testing, because you can sort of numb yourself out from doing that. And even though my dad's dead, it's like he's still there with me, because it's in my face all the time, like the situation, like in dealing with it. And it's really made me want to focus on my own life, and I'm not sure about timing, but coming from having agoraphobia to doing this, and now being stuck. I don't want to say stuck, but because I'm choosing to do it, but it certainly feels like that I'm stuck. Like I want to do things that I want to do in life. I mean, that's the other thing, because it's made me realise the fragility of life and how short it is and how much time we have here. And it's like, well, if I'm only here for this amount of time, I want to do this instead. I don't want to be doing this job every day in and out, dealing with these people. So, it's made me realise that. At the same time, sometimes you just have to commit to something, and you have to choose to look at it through a different perspective, and that's what I've done. And we're able to hold different perspectives at once, and I can do that. And also, debt is something that you don't want to get into, because you pay with debt with time. I heard someone else say that, and it's so true. Like, debt is just time taken away from you, because you need to cover that debt at some point, or you have to, so it's just, I'm paying for a debt that my dad got into. Even after his death, I'm still paying for it with time. 7 months of intense commitment to something that I don't even want to do. And when it finishes, that's it. There's not going to be something else to do with this. One thing I want to believe is that even though I've learned a lot through this, and I really hope that all these things that I've learnt I will take with me in my next venture, even though it has nothing to do with this everything, this industry, this whatever. Sorry if I'm shaking the screen too much. I'm trying to stay still. I'm saying a lot. I guess I didn't really know what I wanted to say too much. I just wanted to talk, I guess. I just went for a walk at this park, and I'm by myself. It's very serene. It's beautiful, and there's ants all over me, and I just felt to do this. I don't know why. I haven't felt to do this for a while. I've been thinking a lot and reading a lot about reality and the philosophies behind it that we choose to believe. So that's something else that this whole journey's put me on. That's what I meant by questioning everything, because I really want to test the concept of reality. Is truth just your experience of consciousness, or is it something separate than your own experience. That's something I've been talking a lot about, people that I like to talk to about this stuff, and yeah, it's something I'm still journeying on with. I mean, I've been reading a lot about philosophy, and the idealists would tell you, yes, that is true. Your experience of reality and truth is your consciousness, what you choose to believe. And obviously the realist will say, no, there's a real world that's separate from you. But I mean, you only interpret the world from this thing. I'm definitely more inclined to believe the first notion. At the same time, I heard a great thing just before. Alan Watts said, like, humans, us, you, me, we're all connected the same way, like a wave in the ocean is connected to the earth. Like, it's a motion that happens, it exists and it happens, and it's part of the whole world. It's part of, the lunar pools. It's part of everything, it's part of existing. And you're no different. You exist right now as being part of it and connected as the same thing as the universe. So it's a very interesting perspective. Yeah, I guess I wanted to do a whole bunch more videos. I actually will do a lot of videos talking about this, because I think my journey is becoming more unique as I'm choosing to walk down it, aware of it, consciously aware of walking down this path of spirituality and ideals, beliefs, and how that translates to my purpose, which in turn comes through my passion, my desires, and I feel like I want to share this, which is why I make making this video. I make videos. So this is a very I don't think I'm going to put this video up. I might do it. I don't know. I don't think I'll share it if I do it. But I definitely feel like I'm getting along the line. Oh, that was another thing. I'll make another video about it. Lots of things have been happening that are worthy of discussing, that I want to put out there on the interwebs. Yeah, anyway, just enjoy life while you can. Love the people around you. Don't put up with bullshit, and follow your dreams. Have hope. Really, it's quite simple. Hard, but simple. Maybe luck has everything to do with it.